Yo, what is good everyone, it's me back at it again, another video for you guys today, and today we got ourselves a TOP video. Now, I'm going to be doing the full walkthrough, as because I initially was planning on actually doing both, but the week got very busy, to say the least. I'll say how much the week got very busy, and I couldn't do anything about it, so move on from that. Let's have a look at the team here. We got ourselves a different type of team. We've only got one C tier, and the rest are literally all S tier. Like, no, seriously, everyone else is in S tier. There's not much you can really do. But if you are looking for, like, replacements, I think I did say this in the original video. Definitely Great 7-1-2. 100%. Definitely a good one. This Goku's a good one. He gives a lot of defense. And maybe the Janemba if you're feeling that lucky. But yeah, no, other than that, everyone else here is actually friendship rank 10. I actually, lucky enough, got this cooler from 1 to 10 before I started doing this here. So yeah, no, let's just skip by this here, and I said we get straight into this. I don't know how he's going to perform, so yeah, let's see. Let's see here. We'll have fun when our first fight is going to be this one over here, which is just a Guinea Force team, because this fight in front of us is just no, and this one is also, I mean, you can do, but no, don't do it, because, I mean, yes, but then you're going to end up with this here. But you go up there. But again, this one's easier. This one's easy enough, so we'll just go straight to here and let's get into it. Alright, so yeah, this is why we're going to have it right here. Again, I know nothing about this cooler other than the fact that he gives like a good support. Well, I mean, he gets an extra buffs against sand. So, I mean, there's that. And, oh yes, no, here it is. After receiving an attack, he gives 20% for a turn, which is really good. And he also restores his health after each attack, which, again, is good. And he gives a decent ability to strike defense, 35%, which is mental. And again, his key restore speed isn't actually bad either. I mean, it's bad, but not too bad. Although his stats are still a bit shit, he's very tanky. That's the only thing I'll say, he's very tanky. So, we should be good. This cooler on the defensive thing is going to be fucking nuts, I'm telling you right now. So, we'll get into it. And let's see, the formation we do is get rid of these three first, because he heals. And he will do a lot of damage with his Awakens card. Then we get rid of Goldo, Jace and Berter. Or Berter and Jace, whatever way you want to do it. Those two are like interchangeable, but I like to leave Berter Lashes because why not? These three definitely first. Everyone else you can do whatever way you want. So as long as we get the first three, we're all good. And coming out of that fight, I completely forgot to show the actual fight, but we still got through it, got the full kill. Probably will like include it whenever I'm explaining, or actually no, I'll include it during the thing, but it'll be fine. Now, so let's move on. Next fight going to be obviously against Model Red with Goku. This should be simple enough, so let's get into it. Yeah, no, I think this is probably the better option to do here, because we have all of our blues. We got 4 blues on the blue team. We have Bojack, who is a super attack grinder, and then he's just there because Cooler's here, and if you have a Cooler in the team, it's better just to use him as well, no matter what health he's at. Unless he's dead, well then obviously, yeah, no. But yeah, let's move on and see how well we do this here. And okay, let's see, first of all, we get rid of this Cooler, and we get rid of Tapion, and we get rid of Goku. I say this here because Cooler's a massive damage dealer. He gets it on the second turn, or at the end of the second turn. So either the start or the end, I forgot, but it's probably the start of the second turn, so if you get rid of these two first of all, you're golden. Get rid of him because he's actually tanky enough. And yeah, then we get rid of the Vegeta, then we get rid of Goku Black, and then Great 7-1-2. No matter, even though he has a high key restore speed, it's best just go from last, so we'll get into it. Alright, coming out of that fight, we did a decent job. Goku has already got his thing full, Jesus Christ. He's been on one turn, and he's already got a full gauge. And obviously we got ourselves a full kill, which is obviously not too shabby, not too shabby. Salzer's taking a wee bit of a hit, but it's fine. We can deal with that. Let's move on. The next fight being this one right here, because this one is just you go kill yourself. So let's go win this one, because why not? Yeah, no, I'm gonna have it like this here. I was planning on actually taking on the Turles, however, I just want to put the cooler on because again, I want to see how well he performs. And just for that, I'm going to swap these two about. Gonna be a risky move, but probably a worth it one. So, yeah. I just really want Thouser to heal up a wee bit, so yeah, let's just hope we can get through this. Alright, so let's see, the formation is going to be getting rid of these three first here because it's what we always do. Get rid of this Goku, this Cell, and then Gotenks. Gotenks always goes for the end because of his transformation. But there's a fight that you might want to be careful of, so we'll just leave it for now, and let's get into this one. Alright, coming out of that fight. Alright, Thouser, still a wee bit hurt. Cooler's got his full gauge up, and we got the full kill. Again, it was a 3-fist fight, so I mean, it wasn't too bad. Was that much? Wasn't too bad. Let's move on. The next fight being right in front of us, and we're just more or less going right in front of us for literally only that one fight. I was gonna say for the most of the fight, but no. We have this one. This one's just no. And this one, fuck off, you little pile of shit, you. Alright, so yeah, let's get into this one right here. Okay, so this is the way we're gonna have the formation right here. Again, I really want to test out this cooler as much as I can, so I'm going to keep him on for as long as I possibly can. He's got a super attack, so it's all good. Also, I probably should have said this before, but check everyone is like strike based because this is a full strike based team. And yeah, no, everyone's full strike. I keep forgetting to mention this here, but again, it's like a more subconscious thing as well. I just completely forget. But other than that, I said we get straight into it. Now, as we can see here, we're going to get this one's a tough one. I'd say definitely get rid of this TN first because he flashes, gets the full gauge. Might as well get rid of him immediately. Then we will get rid of this Yamcha because why not? Then we get rid of this Yamcha, this Krillin, Yajirobe, and then this Piccolo. Again, I have not fought this team in about 10 seasons at this point, so I have no idea what any of these characters do. I just know they're all good and they work really well. So let's just see how well we do this here because I have a feeling we might fuck up somewhere. Okay, come out of that fight. Oh, Cooler and Bojack. Yeah, didn't get the full kill. We just barely removed him from the equation. So now, the only thing I would say about this fight is if you are going to do this here, probably get rid of one of your purples. Maybe take this Cooler off and keep the Bojack on. Have like Goku up and just absolutely slide them. I'll say that much. But other than that, yeah, no, it wasn't really too much. Again, there isn't really much you could do with this here fight. But yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. We'll leave it and we'll move on. The next fight being this movies team, and to be fair, compared to the last one, although synchronized enough, it's easy enough. Let's move on. Alright, so yeah, no, that's the way we're gonna have the team right here. I took off this Cooler because again, it's just because of what happened before. I just want to be safe. He's already at 60, whereas Bojack's 55. Only a 5% difference, not too much. And plus Bojack can heal himself, hit by 10%, so it doesn't matter too much. So we can move on and let's deal with this. Alright, so the way you do this here, and forever will be, is these three first. Get rid of Piccolo, this Cooler, and this Goku. Now, just in case you really are that desperate and you really want to, get rid of this Cooler last, because, again, he does give an extra 20% for one turn though. It's only for the one turn. Meaning that if he gets killed, that's because if these two are like last two and he hits your red, you're fucking fantastic. But if he hits Bojack, we're fucked. We're a bit screwed here, but doesn't matter, we'll move on. Alright, come on, that fight. Okay, Thouser is taking a massive toll. Thouser this season is not going well. I said that much, but it was a full kill nonetheless, so... Yeah, Thouser! Buddy! Can you please live for more than 5 fucking minutes, please? Jesus Christ. Next fight is going to be... I mean, you can do this one, but we're going to go straight ahead and do this here. Because it's the easiest fight in the game, so you might as well. Right. So this is going to be the formation we have right here. Now, I put this formation here because, for absolutely no reason other than I want Bojack to slightly get a bit of heals in. By at least 11%, I don't want him to take too much damage. And also just because it's a funny J. Why not? Let's move on. I can see, you know, this is probably the updated version of it. Actually, wait, just swap over here. Yeah, no, I'm gonna go with this here. Only because, since, again, this is an easy enough stage, Thouser can get a wee bit of a healing going. Because if you go into his wee thing here, he does not heal himself at all, but it doesn't matter, he still gets quite a bit of stuff to the cooler. So yeah, I'd say we'll probably best just go with this here. Get him a wee bit healed up. So yeah, we'll deal with this here. And I'll get to the formation here. Alright, so let's see. The bridge V is the technique. I need to learn, I need to understand how the hell to trademark shit like this here. But I'm calling it the bridge V because you just do bridge, you over it, and then you go under it. And it's in the shape of V and the shape of the bridge. So let's move on. Okay, coming out of this fight. Alright, not too shabby, 1.4 million, full kill. Everyone's still looking healthy with a good amount of super attacks. 1, 2, 3 here. Pretty good, let's move on. Next fight being this fight right here, because this one over here is just no. And this one, more or less the exact same, but an easier difficulty. However, I'm still going to go with this one because there's no MUI. Okay, so yeah, that's the way we're going to have it right here. Again, I want to try and utilize as many of these tiles as I possibly can. So, yeah. I just also realized Bojack needs healing. Might as well put him here. Let's move on. Okay, so let's see, the way we're going to do this here is get rid of these two first. As always, because it's better to do that. Get rid of Kakarot Goku, get rid of this Goku, then get rid of this Goku and then this Goku. Because he can actually form a super attack quite easily. We almost copped it out whenever he was in the 5th go and he was last. So it's better to go with him 4th than go with him 5th. We've learned this before. We're going to do it again. Alright, coming out of that fight, how well do we do? Can I see? Is the question. Okay. Okay, again, Thouser. He's really pushing our luck here. Really pushing it. And we got 1, 2, 3 super attacks, so that's pretty fair. We got the full kill again. Again, look at that. Compared to everyone else, he literally almost is there. If we hadn't went for him 5th, he probably would have gotten off, or full. His gauge would have been full, but other than that, swimming that fight, let's move on. Next fight, been a bit more tricky because this one, although yes, excuse me, it's significantly easier compared to this fight here, which is a good alternative. However, this Hercule gives an extra, like either 10 or 15% to keep recovery, making this Bootanks absolutely wham him, meaning that he will get a super attack off no matter what happens. And that is not what you want to do. Unless he hits a unit that is tanky as hell, then you're screwed. So there is a reason why you would go for this fight, although 10 times more difficult. Probably the safer option to do. So just in case. I'm debating whether or not to do this one because again, this one's a lot easier and it's a lot better to deal with. But going for this fight right here is like a lot less hassle. That's all I'll say. So I might just go for this one. But if you really want to go for this one, considering the amount of different stuff that you have here compared to here where it's literally just damage. No, actually no. I'm going to do the Bootanks one. I'll see how that goes. We're going to do it. But if you are going to do this one, definitely go for Gogeta first and get rid of Kefla, Majub, this Gogeta, Vegito, and then Gotenks. In all honesty, I do not know what the way to do this here. I will flash up an actual proper formation that someone else has done, and I have seen it does work. Probably not the full kill, but it still half works. So yeah, I'm gonna just have this is probably my formation the way I do it, but definitely not maybe the proper way of doing it. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. And I'm going to go ahead and take this one because this one is just a no-go. And if you do this here, you're a sociopath. So let's get into this one and see how well we do because, yeah, definitely a doozy one. Yeah, no, this is what we're going to have it right here. Again, if I get hit with Bootank Super on someone like Thouser, he could be dead by the end of this fight. That's all I'll say. However, that's why I also have him in this here, and obviously Zala's going to attempt to heal him. So let's see how well we do this here. Probably not going to work out very well, however, we're going to try our best. Okay, so let's see. The way you want to do this here. We still might get hit with Bootank's Super. So, I think it. Because I did some calculations, it's going to be roughly about like 2,800 at the absolute most. Because I don't know how much he does. Whether it's 10 or 15%. But if it's 15, his thing is like 2,503 or 5. that's going to get wanked up to 2800, which is more than what we have in our team. So you're going to get hit by him no matter what. So the way I said we definitely do this here is get rid of this Kid Boo, get rid of Boo Han, get rid of Boo Tanks, Super Boo, Boo Normal, and then Hercule at the end. That's the way I said we do this here. So let's get straight into it and attempt to see how Thouser's doing and see who gets hit with it. We'll probably tell. Alright, coming out of that fight, how well do we do? Okay, so I think the Bojack might have got hit with the super attack. Still got the full kill, nonetheless. I mean, again, it is a simple enough fight you're gonna get hit with Boo Tanks no matter what, so it's basically RNG based, but Bojack definitely got absolutely whammed with it. Only because he was at 75% or 77. He's now down at about 30. And Thouser is healing up decently. But other than that, it wasn't that bad. We'll say that much, it wasn't bad, because everyone else after Boo Tanks is just easy enough to deal with, so yeah, let's move on. Next fight being a simple enough stage. Again, out of all these fights, this one is just, no, you have double stuns. You might as well just not do this here, but if you want to, definitely go ahead and do this formation here, most definitely. Do this formation because these two actually do stun. These two are damage dealers. You're going to get hit with them no matter what, and then she's just there. And then this one is just, no, you want to kill yourself if you do that. Because you do this here, you have a chance to go to this one, which is, again, the easiest thing in the game. But then you're going right back onto my path, which is the way I did it before. Which is why definitely go for this one, and then this one. And since we have a full strike, this is easy enough. This is piss easy nearly, so let's get into it. Okay, so this is the way I say we do this here. Again, this is definitely not a good idea. However, again, since it's easy enough fight, you have two yellows. One is going to be absolute whammy with their damage. The other one is a bit more of a tank. And we do have two greens, so you might as well bring on the purple just because why not? Again, one's a damage dealer, we're going to get rid of him immediately. The other one's a tank, who we're doing the last. So we're going to attempt to see how well this works. Okay, so let's see, we're going to get rid of, again, as I said, the damage dealer, get him out of the way immediately. Then we get rid of Bojack, and then we get rid of the Gohan. We get rid of Goku, Zanya, and then the Frieza. We're going for Zanya last because she buffs movies, I think. She buffs characters that are movies based whenever she's dead, I think. Allegedly speaking, that's what she does. And then he's just there. He's transforming Yuna, he's transforming Yuna, he's an LF as well, so yeah. And since we don't have Blast, he's going to be easy enough to deal with. However, just always go from last if you do have Blast units. So that's why I always have it like this here. So we're going to move on. And coming out of that fight, how well do we do? Okay, again, Bojack is now starting to heal up a bit. And you know what, to be fair, it's not too bad, not too bad. We got the full kill, obviously, because it was an easy enough fight. And we're going to move on to our 10th win streak bonus, which for once in my life I actually kind of remembered. And I understand why you would want to go for this one for your 10th win streak, so if you really want to go for the other one, definitely do this here. But, again, this one's a lot harder compared to this here, which is just piss easy. And this one's easy enough as well, so we'll deal with this here, so let's get into it. Alright, so yeah, this is the way we're going to have it right here. Again, I would maybe keep the Bojack on. However, counter argument, there's one green. Actually, no, there's only just the one green. I'm thinking of Thouser I need to take off, but I mean, like, he's kind of integral for a cooler character. And he's 56 compared to 40, so maybe we can deal with it. Maybe, just maybe. Maybe. So other than that, let's get into it. Let's see how well we do here. Alright, so yeah, the formation we do is just this here. Or, if you wanted to, this here. Do. That's the way you do it here. Or you could do it the other way around. I'm going to do it the other way around. Do like a weird S5Z thing. So, yeah, that's the way I'm going to do it right there. Let's see how well we do this here. And attempt to. Because we get rid of these two because these are two debuffers in the team. So, yeah, let's get into it. And coming out of that fight, how well do we do? Thouser is really cooking with health here. He's cooking with health. Again, this is the same with Thouser. As if he's down below near 10%, he can heal himself back all the way up to 100% easily. I don't get it. I love it. I hate it. 2.7 full kill, not too bad. We got ourselves about 2 or 3 supers on the way, so that's nice. Next fight's going to be not this one, because yeah, you can't do this one if you want to. But no, we're doing this one right here. Although it will look a bit harder, it's actually quite easy. We'll go into it. Okay, this is the way we're going to have the team right here. I would have Bojack up in the special move, but safety reasons is the only thing. So yeah. I've taken off the turtles, although yes, there is yellow units. There's one yellow unit to transform and Gohan. If he attacks the Bojack, he's dead. He's most likely dead. So we're going to attempt to get this done. Let's move on. Okay, so this is the way we do this here. Do these 3 first. Then we get rid of Broly, this Fist Coup, and then Goku at the end. Goku, again, this is tank. The only reason why I go from 3rd in the mono reds is because obviously the other 3 are easy enough to deal with. He is a support, he gets rid of Gage, and he's just there. And he's a transforming unit, so it makes it 10 times worse. So, yeah, that's the way we do this here, let's get into it. And coming out of that fight, how well do we do? Okay, no, not too shabby, 2 million. Sonya took a wee bit of health, we almost got him with the special move. Alright, so, just in case your units do not do damage, I definitely would say go for him and then Goku. I'll say that much, but other than that, that's pretty easy enough, so let's move on to the next fight, which is going to be the mono red team, or you could do this one, or this one. Personally, I'm going to go with mono red, easy enough fight, so let's go. Alright, so yeah, this is the way we're going to have it right here. Again, I'm going to keep turtles up, only because there's a blue in the team, although it is mono red, it's easy enough to deal with. However, having a Bojack on here for a bit of healing is definitely needed, and plus we already got all 4 of our blues on here, so it doesn't matter too much. And he's also got a special move, so this is going to be brilliant. By the time he's transformed, it's going to do mental damage. Let's go. Okay, so yeah, doing the same formation we did last time, which is Cooler, Tapion, Goku, Vegeta, Black, Great 712. It's the way we did it before, it's the way we do it again. Let's go. And coming out of that fight, how well do we do? Again, not too bad, 1.9 million, the full kill. It's easy to fight. We've still actually pretty well done with our health that we have at the moment, so yeah, pretty nice. Let's move on. The last fight for the first half, and that is going to be this fight right here. Simple enough stage, nothing too much to worry about, other than debuffs, but we'll sort that out in a bit. Okay, so yeah, no, this is the way we're going to have it right here. I was actually planning on bringing on the Cooler, only because the higher health percentage. However, I'm gonna resist my urges to do that and keep the Bojack on, just because for the healing potential. So yeah, I said we get straight into this here. Although I'm very tempted to put this Stowser up in the special move. However, I don't want him to take too much damage, so we're gonna keep it like this here. Let's get into it. And coming into this fight, we got ourselves Nappa, Kawarriman, Tenaman, Kyuraman, Copyman, and whoever this bastard is, because he's debuffer, he forms special moves, he is able to combo twice, he's a healer, he's support type, and then he's just there. That's the only thing I'll say. Although, again, I have noticed myself that he does actually give death buffs. However, by the point of this stage, it should not matter at all. But so yeah, let's go into it. Alright, coming out of that fight, how well do we do? Bojack, bit on the ropes, but not too bad. And that's a full kill, obviously. Again, as I said, if we did not go for him second at all, we would have been fucked. I'll say that much, we would have been done in. And that's also the only reason why I didn't actually put the Cooler on, because Nappa actually gives the debuffs to defensive and supportive types, to which every person on here is neither of them. I think Zaha might be, but the rest of them are not. So yeah, that's the only other reason. But other than that, not too bad for the first half of the stage. We got 4 supers nearly on the way, so pretty good so far. And we're going to move on to the second half of this video, which is just going to be straight in front of us. Never mind, it's not. We'll avoid that fight immediately. This one right here, easy enough, so we'll get straight into it. Obviously, I'll just move turtles up to strike tile because, again, I want to use as many of these tiles as I possibly can, so we'll get straight into it. And the way we do this here is get rid of Bojack, Gohan, Goku, Nappa, Kid Buu 13. Again, easy enough fight. It's like again, this is like top of the easiest fights there is. And at this point, I might as well make a tier list. If you want to see a tier list of every single fight in TOP that I can get my hands on, smash the like, if you get 2 likes, well then yes, we'll do it. Okay, coming out of that fight, how well do we do? Okay, 2.1 million. Again, a simple enough fight. Bojack is a bit on the ropes compared to Thouser now. It's now an opposite situation, but other than that, it doesn't matter. And he's already got a second one on the way. And let's see, next fight is going to be this one right here. Again, we've already dealt with this. Actually, we haven't dealt with this. I'm thinking of another fight. But yeah, no, this is an easy enough stage. This one you can go for. This one is just, no, you go fuck yourself. We've already dealt with this and we are not doing it again. Not in a million years. Because, fuck no. But yeah, no, if you want to go for this one, easy enough. However, I'm going to go with this one because it's easier. So yeah, that's well done. Yeah, no, we're just going to keep it the way it was because it's a decent setup. He is only on 40%, but again, he can heal. He can get himself healed. And this is an easy enough fight. Shouldn't be too bad. Although we do have 2 yellows to worry about, but it shouldn't be too much of a problem, so let's move on. And the way we do this here is get rid of this team in this specific order. Goku, 17, Krillin, Gohan, Rosie, Kakunsa. This is the way we've always done it. Best we do this here, keep it this way, let's move on. And coming out of that fight, how well do we do? 3.2 million, to be fair, for a 15 win streak bonus is not too bad. Full kill, not surprised there. It's easy enough. And Bojack is back up to about 50%, I think. So, yeah, let's move on. The next fight being this one right here, because this one is, I mean, you can do, but no. This one is just, no, you avoid this fight at all costs. So as soon as you see an Ultra on the team, you avoid it immediately, unless it's easy enough to deal with. But yeah, no, we're going to go ahead and get into this one. Alright, so yeah, this is why I'm going to have it right here. Since the team has 2 greens, 2 reds, and 2 yellows, I wanted to try and get like a balance of all of them. And I'm bringing back the cooler. I'm bringing it back only because, again, the greens. We do not need more than at least 2 blues, because we can deal with the reds easily enough. They're easy enough to defeat. It's the greens that are more troublesome, so yeah, let's move on with the fight right here. Like I said, the way we do this here is get rid of this Goku, get rid of this Goku, get rid of Gohan, get rid of Kakarot, this Goku, or actually no, get rid of this Goku, the Kakarot, and then it's just double down on the reds. Again, I'm only saying to go for these 3 first because these 2 are major damage dealers and you always get rid of them as soon as you see them on a Sun Family fight. He's a transforming unit. Although we don't have any blasts, he does have a cover chain for blast and green card and all that stuff. Counters them more or less. And he's just simple enough and he's always for the end. As soon as you see UI on the team, leave him for the end. Because of the dodge mechanic. So yeah, let's move on and see how well we do this here. And coming out of that fight... Oh Jesus Christ, Zaha is near fucking dead. What happened? He was doing smoothly till then. I understand it was like the 3 green team, but did all the greens absolutely focus on this cunt? Jesus! Didn't even get the full kill, what the fuck happened? Like, actually what happened? Right, so just in case maybe secure a victory, to be honest, I even forgot what way we did this before. I might have, to be honest, it might have been these 3 first. Those 3 are always first. Might have been Kakarot, then Super Saiyan 3, then MUI. I honestly cannot remember for the life of me. I don't know what happened, but actually now that I think about it, it's probably because since last time we had a extra red. We had like Tapion, he's not on this season. Might have been the case, I don't know. But we're still half living. Zaha's near dead, but still. If we can keep him to about near the end of this board, we should be fine. If he dies into like the 3rd last fight, he should be okay. We should be okay. There's still only 2 or 3 fights left after that, so yeah, a bit fucked there, but it's fine, I guess. Yeah, let's move on to an easy enough fight. We have this one right here. Again, it's easy enough, so we can hopefully get some heals. So let's move on. Okay, so yeah, no, this is the way I'm going to have it right here. I'm going to attempt to see if I can heal up Zaha a wee bit. He's on 18% HP. Jesus Christ, almighty, I was not expecting that low. I thought it was about 20%, which is not much better, but still. He's shockingly near 50, I don't know how. He's about 51. So yeah, let's just attempt to see if we can actually do this here. So yeah, let's move on. Okay, so let's see, the formation is just the way we did it before, which was this exact order with Goku 17, then just brick layout there. So yeah, let's see how well Zaha's gonna live this year. I don't think he will. And coming out of that fight, is he alive? Shockingly so, actually. He's actually a half decent amount of HP as well. So that's a lot higher than 20% there. Got the full kill as well, 6.1, not too bad. Although a bit iffy on everyone else's health, but we're still going strong for now. Let's see here, next fight is going to be... No. Oh wait, yeah, no shit, we're going to have to do this. We have to do this here. Because the other one is an absolute no-go. Because it has 2 stunts right at the beginning. It's not good. So yeah. Let's see how well we can do against this here. Alright, so yeah, this is what we're going to have right here. We're taking off these 2 because he's a 38, he's a 28. Wow, that's actually a lot. 10%. That's fair. But yeah, no, we're going to keep them off for now. And attempt, right? I mean, a massively attempt to get through this here. Not going to work out, maybe. I don't know, someone might die. However, it's a risk I'm willing to take. So let's get into it. Okay, so let's see, we get rid of the Broly first. Because he stuns you turn 1. I know that for a fact, he stuns you turn 1. Get rid of him because of attribute upgrades. Then get rid of the Cooler. Get rid of the Frieza. Get rid of Chilled, this Frieza. And then this Frieza, actually, to be honest, I don't know which one is worse, the LF or the normal. I think the LF's a lot worse, so maybe go for him next because, again, he is able to form a super attack half decently quick. I don't know anything about him because I barely even see him. I don't know what he does, but I just know these 3 are the most dangerous because he has a cover change, he's just attacking, he cancels attribute upgrades, so again, I'm extremely pushing it, but this should be okay. Let's see how well we do this here because, yeah, this is not looking too good at the moment. Okay, coming out of that fight. Shockingly, 8.2 and a full kill. Okay, so that was actually probably the best formation we could have done, in all honesty. Or, if alternatively you do not want to go from third and you're just afraid of his cover change, definitely do these 2 first, the Broly and then the Frieza first, then the Cooler. Because I understand, within the Frieza Force fight, where these 2 are on it, you always go for these 2 first. Just because he cancels attribute upgrades and he does cancel, and he does cover change. Yeah, I completely forgot. He does cover change, so again, if you want to go for these 2 first, then Cooler, 100%. The other 3, definitely do it the way I did, because there's like no other way. Better if you do. But other than that, team's not looking half bad. I can say that much. Let's move on. For our next fight, going to be right, not in front of us. Yes. No, I forgot which way I'm going. Jesus Christ. Oh yeah, no, this way. Okay. I can see, this is the way we're going to have it right here. We're going to attempt to heal Zaha and Cooler a wee bit more. So, yeah, this should be fun. I will definitely not get myself fucking killed over here. Alright, so again, the way we do this here is just normal bridge V, as I call it. Because the only and best way to do this here, so let's move on. Alright, coming out of that fight, how well do we do? Okay. Alright, Zaha's healing up a bit, definitely 7 million, full kill, not too bad, let's move on. Next fight being our 20th win streak bonus, and it's piss easy. This thing is easy. I mean easy. Because this one is just kill yourself, and this one is actually, to be fair, you can go for this one, but however, for points wise, this Fight Fist, a wee bit harder. However, if you really want to go ahead and do this here, 100%, because we're just going straight ahead anyway, because this fight, no, this fight, no. Otherwise, if you do go for this one, you have this one, which is just no, but then, yeah, I mean, yeah, to be fair, this one's easy enough, but then you just go right back on track with easy fights over here. To be fair, over here is actually quite easy, minus there. Oh yeah, no, definitely do not go for it over here, because you're going to end up with 2 shit fights, so let's move on to this one. Okay, so this is the way we're going to have the team right here. I took off Zaha, again, just as precautionary, but you should be fine enough, so we're going to go ahead and move on with the fights and see how we'll do. Okay, so see, the way we do this here is do these 3 first, because they're all the Sparkins, And because, you know, he just gets rid of special move and he's just there. He's just a healer, I think. Actually, yeah, he is the healer. Then get rid of Goku, get rid of this Boo, then get rid of Rildo. Now, the only thing to note is Rildo does actually negate like special moves. In other words, if you fire off one, he's gonna go in and block it anyway, but it doesn't matter. We'll move on. And coming out of that fight, how well do we do? Pretty good. 10.9 million, more or less 11 million. Very good. This Bowser has just healed himself like a mad bitch. I don't know how. Because no one on the team provides heals for him. He doesn't even heal himself. Like, where's he getting these heals? Zaha's not even on the board. Alright, so next fight, again, just straight in front of us because, again, these other two fights is just a no-go. So, yeah. We're still going to get hit with the super, and there isn't even a damage negation tile on here, so someone might die. But let's just pray to RNG luck that it's a high health unit and someone is very tanky. So let's get into it. Okay, so yeah, that's the way we're going to do this right here. The only thing I'm hoping for is that he does not hit this cooler, he does not hit this Bojack, he does not hit this cooler, or he does not hit Zanya. They're all about 50%, which is just a bad go. I'm hoping he hits a Thouser, probably the best option, or the Goku because he's more or less 100%. I would put on the Turles, but he's a blue and he's red. Yeah, no, it's not a good combination, and Zaha's just obvious reasons because he's 28, 30% HP. So yeah, that's the way we're going to do this here. Let's just hope that he does not hit either the 50% or lower. And the way we're going to do this here is just like the way we did before, which was just these three first, give us Super Boo, Boo, and then Hercule. Because Hercule is just there to provide the extra key recovery percentage. And we'll see, we're still going to get hit with Boo Tank's Super regardless of what we do, so yeah, it's better we just do that and let's just move on. And come out of that fight, how well do we do? Okay, so I think he actually hit Goku. Judging just by the health, he definitely hit Goku, which is what I wanted, which is thank fucking Christ. Although, not best ideal situation, I must prefer Thouser, but it's a lot better than what the other three could have been. But now he again, where's Thouser getting these heals from is what I want to know. But next fight is going to be right over here, not there, here. This one's easy enough, so we will do this here. I can see this is what we're going to have it right here. Just because obvious reasons, why the hell not? So let's move on. I've literally got nothing else to say. There's nothing else to say, other than let's just move on. Alright, so let's see, the formation is just the way we did before, which was red, green, green, red, purple, red. In this specific order, so we will get ourselves moving. And coming out of that fight, how well do we do? Alright, 13.4 million, we're really good. I don't know how Thouser lived this year. I don't know how any of my units lived this year. But again, it's only just because I think the Boo Tanks fights is the only thing I could have avoided, but I was really testing it. I was really pushing it with the RNG and all that shit. Especially the first time. The first time near shipped me because of Zaha. That's the only thing I can say. But other than that, we'll move on to the last fight for the time being. I'll get other sword later when I care. And the next fight is just going to be, to be fair, we can do this one. However, I think this one's slightly easier. I'm only saying this here just because the unit's here and it's not too difficult. But if you really want to go for this one, I do somewhat recommend it, but not highly. Do Gogeta, Cooler, Gohan, Goku, EX Goku, and Goku Black. Goku Black compared to EX Goku is a lot tankier, so best go from last. But other than that, I'm probably going to go with the Frieza fight. If you go for this one, I mean, you can do it if you want to, but I also don't even know the recommendation for this one. But if you want to go for this fight, go for, again, just from a rough estimation, get rid of him like somewhere in the middle or somewhere. But get rid of this Cell first because of Legends Limited. Get rid of this Vegeta. Get rid of this Gohan. It's this Goku, Trunks, and Cell. Cell is a debuffer. So you want to go from last. I say this might be the best way of doing this, but I don't know. So we're just going to go to fight to where I do know, and it'll be easy enough. Oh yeah, and other than that, there's like literally no difference other than me moving Goku up to the crit chance. So yeah, let's move on. Alright, so let's see, the way we do this here is, again, if you really want to, you can go ahead and get rid of this Frieza. But again, you're not going to avoid a stun, you can avoid his strike cover change, but for me, I'm going to go with Cooler because of, Jesus Christ, 5 stars. Then give rid of this Frieza, then give rid of this Cooler, then give rid of this Chilled, this Frieza, and then this Frieza. Maybe for these two Friezas, like the easiest to deal with because we have no blast damage and he's just not tanky. These three are your main priority, I'd say. Then the Chilled, because again he can farm a super attack and I'd rather not put him 5th, rather put him 4th. This is the best area. It's a grey area for him. But other than that, let's move on. And coming out of that fight, what do we do? Cooler's dead. Not fair enough, actually. I'm not surprised. I'm not like half surprised in that, but not really. 12.4, not too bad. If I had to swap these two about, he probably might have lived, but it's all good. We're fine. We can deal with it. So we're gonna move on to the next fight, which is going to be this one right here. It's piss easy. And then we have a range of this one, this fight, or this fight right here. Again, all easy enough, but I'm gonna end off with this one because it's the easiest and it's literally just this fight. So let's get into the formation. Alright, so yeah, this is the way we're gonna have the formation right here. Again, I just put Bojack here because I wanted him to heal up a wee bit. Even though we're literally on like the last two fights and they're just really piss easy, but still doesn't matter too much. Other than that, pretty solid enough, so we can move on.
Alright, so for the way we're doing this here is going to be Goku Super 17, Krillin, Gohan, Roshi, Kakunsa. Just the way we did it before. No much of a variety between that, so let's get into it. Coming out of that fight, how well do we do? Alright, not too shabby, not too shabby. Not too shabby. 15 mil, full kill and everything. Do you think I would be able to do this fight? Because I don't think I can. This one's a lot easier, so if you're going to do this here, definitely go this order right here. The best order, personally speaking. If you have, for some reason, your units are brilliantly stacked, go ahead and just do this order. Because it's just the way you did it before. And for me, I'm just going to go with the easiest fight and just end it off there. Just plain and simple. Let's get into it. And yeah, this is the way we're going to have it right here. Again, nothing too much to change. There isn't really much need. It's an easy enough fight, so we'll get into it. And the formation is just what we did last time because it's the exact same fight. Just this 6 in this order. So let's get into it. And coming out of that fight, what's our final score? 19.7 million. We got the 300cc boys and we got ourselves a full kill. Just where you wanted it. If I'm being completely honest, I might have been able to do the other fight, however, I was just gonna put it safe. I'm putting it safe compared to what happened before. So, yeah. Other than that, everyone lived except for the Cooler, but that was expected. But other than that, let's see whereabouts will we end up with regards to our points. And it's probably 16, 18, 100, no, clocking 136, 138, 136, 137 million. 137.6 million. Fair enough. Alright, let's see, where does that leave us on the leaderboard? Probably gonna be like 180 something for top. Yep, this is at 180 something. 183, that's fair enough. Whereabouts do we rank? I'm gonna guess about near 50th. I was putting myself way too egregious here. Yeah, no, 186, that's fair enough. That is expected. We did fuck up a lot of times. Regards to 2 fights, the Super Warriors and the Some Family one. I forgot which one it was. I forgot what it was. But yeah, no. Let me know what you got down in the comment section below, and I shall see you all in the next video.